Would you even notice there was a dash cam in this F-150, even if I didn't tell you where it was? Most dash cams stick to your windshield with ugly wires hanging everywhere, making it look like an afterthought. This one mounts to the factory mirror cover, and honestly it looks like it's been there from the factory. Let's find out what this dash cam is all about. Today we're checking out the FITCAM OEM Style Dash Cam, and it's designed specifically for the 2015 through 2020 Ford F-150. This is the third FITCAMX dash cam that I've installed, and I love the OEM factory look. I also love the simplicity of the install. I'll link the other vehicle videos in the description below. Keep in mind that FITCAMX also has OEM style dash cams for most any car out there, so be sure to check them out if I haven't done a video on one yet. They offer two different versions. They offer a front mount only, but they also have a package for a front mount and a rear mount. So what you get in the box is the FITCAMX dash cam itself, the mounting plate, the mounting hardware, a plug-and-play harness, a trim removal tool, a USB micro SD and SD card reader, a pre-installed 64 GB micro SD card, and a user guide. Looking closely at the FITCAMX dash cam, you can see it's molded of similar plastic that you can get from the OEM, so it'll match the plastic covering around your mirror. So let's go ahead and show you step by step how to install this thing on the 2015 to 2020 F-150. So essentially what we need to do to install this is we need to install this plate with the supplied bolt and washer here. It's a longer bolt. They provide you the Allen key or the starter bit, which is great. So we're going to install this portion right back here, and it's going to go over top of this right here and remove that bolt first. So the first thing we want to do is remove that bolt first, and then we can put that plate over top. And then the wiring harness that we need to unplug is right here, so we can plug this into the wiring harness. So we need to remove this bolt right here. Then we can put this right here. Should stay there just enough. And then we can remove or replace it with a washer and the longer bolt. This should all line up fairly easy. Now we're ready to put the dash cam in. There's slots and it just kind of pushes right in. So now we're ready to unplug this. There's a harness back here, and we can plug in the new harness into the back of the mirror, plug the old one, but then we plug the actual dash cam into here, and we can zip tie and tidy up the wires to make it nice and neat. I'd say just zip tie this stuff out of the way, and then you're good to go. We'll make this clean this up a little bit, and then we can start up the vehicle, and it should turn on the dash cam. Now let's talk about what this little hidden camera is capable of. First up is the video quality. The FITCAMX records in 4K Ultra HD at 30 frames per second. It gives you significantly more detail than a standard 1080p dash cam. That extra resolution can make a huge difference when you're trying to read license plates or capture important details after an accident. The camera has a 160-degree field of view. This allows for it to capture multiple different lanes of traffic, and it does this without creating an overly distorted fisheye effect. Helping that is a large 1.6 aperture lens paired with a Novatech chip, which allows smoother recordings while also improving low light performance. Another feature that I really like seeing is the wide dynamic range, or WDR. If you've ever driven straight into the sunlight or had bright lights coming at you at night, you know how difficult that can be for cameras. The wide dynamic range helps balance those bright and dark areas so that details remain visible instead of becoming completely washed out or too dark. Another important feature is the built-in G sensor. If the camera detects any sudden impact or collision, it automatically locks that recording so it can't be overwritten later. Hopefully, you'll never need it. But if an accident ever happens, that's exactly the footage that you'll want to protect. The camera also supports loop recording. As your microSD card fills up, the oldest unlocked recordings are automatically deleted and replaced with new footage. That means you don't have to consistently worry about clearing out storage or manually deleting videos. It supports a microSD card up to 256 gigabytes, which gives you plenty of recording time before older footage begins cycling out. Let's take a look at footage during the daytime and nighttime so you can get an idea of what you're looking at. my final thoughts. After using the FITCAMX for a while, I think the biggest selling point isn't actually the 4K recording. It's the fact that it completely disappears into the truck. Most dash cams consistently remind you that they're there with suction cups and dangling wires, as well as bulky mounts hanging from the windshield. This one simply just blends into the factory interior so well that most passengers probably don't even realize that it's there. On top of that, the installation is incredibly straightforward thanks to the plug-and-play design, and the features like Wi-Fi, automatic loop recording, G-sensor protection, and 4K recording, making it a solid everyday dash cam without adding clutter to your truck. So if you're someone that wants the cleanest possible installation while still having that peace of mind when it comes to recording every drive, I think the FITCAMX here did a really nice job. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section below. If this is your first time on my channel, please consider subscribing for more tech reviews, home automation, home and automotive how-to videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.